guys, it's time for another draft for Ikoria. This is coming just after the rules update for standard, banning a couple cards and nerfing companions. It doesn't really affect limited format at all, but I think it's an interesting choice. I haven't had a chance to play much standard since then, so it'll be interesting trying my deck that I've been working on versus the new meta. Alright. I don't really know what I want to get from here. Essence Scatter could be strong if we play a blue delay game. Flourishing Fox could be good. There's a lot of white in this pack though. I might want to just get out of white. Let's go blue. I do like playing these kind of control-y, slower decks. I mean, blue-red's pretty scary in this format. I haven't had any luck with it. I don't think I'm very good at playing blue-red, but I've seen quite a few good blue-red decks, and they usually involve Fire Prophecy. There was that Titan's Nest up there. I'm not sure what I think about it for limited. It's a cool card, but I'm not in any hurry to throw it in a limited deck. It gives you a good mana advantage. Alright, so this is great for our blue-red deck. Just mutate, get cards back. So we will take that, and hope that we can get some good instants and sorceries. Let's see. Breaking Claws, Duplicate Skybonder, Ambush Keep Safe. Not really considering Phase Dolphin. I've never been really impressed with Phase Dolphin. I've seen it be good a couple times, but not a lot. Breaking Claws might be good. These are really specific for stuff that I'd want to play, and I don't know if I'm in that yet. Right now I just kind of want removal. I'm going to go with the evasion creature, though. And more evasion. I like that. This will be good to put Lord Drakus on as well. I think Pyroceratops is a good choice here. I actually like Frenzied Raptor quite a bit as well, but Pyroceratops is fine. Wings Terran. This looks okay for a good start. I need more instants and sorceries to really make this work, but I'm not going to play Blazing Volley for it. Sleeper Darts could be okay. Frostveil Ambush is also fine. I like Ambush. That Dart's an alright choice, but I'm going to go with the Ambush. Instant speed tapping creatures is pretty good. I need some Frenzied Raptors now if I want to really capitalize on the Ambush. So maybe I'll pick some up. All of these are playable. I think I want the Springjaw Trap though. Though Spell Eater and Heightened are both pretty good. I would like more removal spells, however. That Titan's Nest came around. Apparently everyone in the pack agreed with me. I'm just not going to play Blazing Volley though, so I'm just going to grab this for the gems. Aegis Turtle is actually, I think, an okay card if you're playing Mutate. I don't know how much Mutate we'll be playing, but I think that an 0-5 is a good blocker in this format. I guess I'll take Phase Dolphin. I think I've already made myself clear what I think about that card. Obviously, we should have been in black and white, but I already knew that. We already know that black and white's really good colors to be in. Okay, so we have a Baby Godzilla, a Frost Lynx for more tapping down synergy, have the Essence Scatter, which will help combo with the rest of this stuff. Bondra's Enclave is also just really good. I don't think we're going to have big creatures to go with it unless we get a Pyroceratops off and it doesn't get killed. Godzilla's pretty good. The Polywog Symbiote, because I can mutate Lordrakis onto it, discard an instant sorcery, and put it back in my hand for basically a free card draw. And it'll be, it won't be any cheaper. Costs double blue, so Godzilla doesn't reduce it. I think I'm just going to go Essence Scatter. Having multiple Essence Scatters mean I can rely on countering some creatures. Clash of Titans has been pretty disappointing for me so far, but it might do the trick. If we're countering some of their creatures, we can let certain ones resolve as well. Alright, Flamesteel, easy pick here. Not even going to look at the rest of the pack. Instant speed, flexible removal. Got 6, 7 if we count the ambush pieces of removal. It's not bad. Alright, so I see a Skycat Sovereign. We could splash white. It's worked well for me in the past. Or we could play... A lot of these red cards are also quite good. I don't want Hampering Snare, One Minds, but I think I do want a Cloud Piercer. It's important to have big bodies. Oh, there's a land we could have. I'll take another Ceratops. There's a Frenzied Raptor, so we got a lot of big stuff all of a sudden. I would love Gust of Wind for this. It's either this or the Aegis Turtle, and I'm actually considering the Aegis Turtle. Because it's good as a turn 1, and then keep Essence Scatter up. And they'll have a hard time breaking through your 0-5 blocker. Alright, I think I'm going to go with the Mentor here over the Glimmerbell. I like Glimmerbell, including for this deck, but I would like to be playing in a deck like this, the Menace. Tentative Connection that steals their creature. There's a Gust of Wind. Might need to look out for some flyers, but I think even 4 mana for bounce a permanent and draw a card's good. Yeah, with the Menace, if I can get this going with Tentative Connection, that plus like Frostveil Ambush, I could have some pretty good damage coming in. I don't want any of these. I guess I can play an Evolving Wilds, that's fine. Crustacean or Raking Claws. So Crustacean actually has some upside in that it is a big wall that I can put down on the 4 cost, but it is just a 1/6. Like, I could just play an Aegis Turtle. I'll take the Raking Claws. We've got 2 Ceratops, so I think this Heightened Reflex is going to be good. Not really Escape Protocoling. Not going to play the Snare. Someone's going to get a free Fido's one over there. Man, if only we were in white. More likely to play the Cocoon. I don't think I'm playing either. We got another Aegis Troll. We don't really have... This is not a mutate deck. We got 2 mutates in here. Yeah. Alright, well this is Gigantha. Playing him would mean I'd have to put back a few cards, but I think it's actually going to be worth it. Let's see if there's anything else good. Rumbling Rock Slide's probably... Yeah, I think you just take Rumbling Rock Slide. Mystics of Duel? I like Mystics of Duel. Alright, I think we have a lot of spells and not enough creatures here. I'd like some aggressive 2-drops. I'm not sure what there is in red at 2, though. The Drana Stinger is an okay 2-2. Facet Reader in red. Alright, I think I'm not going to go with this Tentative Connection. I don't think that's where I want to be. Although, there's nothing else in this pack. I'm not playing Facet Reader. That's not happening. I'm not going to play it. I'm probably going to cut this Mentor as well. Smasher, another Skybonder. Skybonder would let us cast Gust of Wind more easily. Smasher is just so big, though. I think we could use that. Alright, so I got another Mystics of Duel here. Weaponize is kind of scary, but I don't think I want to play it. I've seen people use it and get very close, but then lose with it, so... I'm gonna play any of the rest of this. Sleeper Dart? Nah, I'll just take this duel. I might end up cutting the Essence Scatters for this duels. I'm gonna take Anticipate. We've got some stuff that cares about casting Instants and Sorceries, and Anticipate's basically free real estate if we're not... If we have 2 mana to spare at any point. This will just make our Ceratop stronger. And it's a good card itself. More Anticipate. Blue-red lands. And just take the lands. Add some consistency. We've got to cut a couple things here. Spells with Flash. We don't really have... Do you have anything else with Flash? We have Instance. No, we don't really have stuff with Flash. I don't think I need the Nightbonder. Double blue hurts it. I don't think we're running Convolute. Yeah, man, so much white and black being passed here. I actually kind of like this Adaptive Shimmer. For the instant speed. If we're going to be running Essence Scatter, it's not bad. That was a late working Deadeye. We could have had a really good black deck, guys. This is, it was too bad, but I wasn't paying attention to the signals. I want to do this Lord Drakus thing, and then I didn't find any other Lord Drakuses or mutates that I wanted to play. Alright, so we need like 11 creatures. How many we got? 1, that barely counts. Oh man, then our curve starts at 3. I think this is a mess of a deck, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so we're not cutting any creatures. Means we need to cut 4 non-creatures. So we can get the Convolute, that's easy. Raking Claws. I don't know, Double Strike seems good with the kind of creatures we're packing. Pretty much everything is 3 power or greater. Height and Reflexes similarly seems good. We have no creatures besides the Aegis Turtle early, we're gonna keep it. Might be the Essence Scatters, actually. I've got the Mystics of Duels, which fill pretty much the same purpose, but you can slap it on retroactively. Take out 1. I got 2 more things. Take out the Clash. Clash is not a great card. Sometimes it's really good, but sometimes you just use it to kill a smaller thing of the 2 things they have, and it's just not what you need sometimes. Gotta do 1 more. I like the rest of this. This Terran's really not great, since we don't have any good payoffs for having a hexproof creature, but it's, we do need it, even as a mediocre body. I'll go to 1 Mystics of Duel, it's fine. The reason I'm leaving the Essence Scatter in is because I've got the instant and sorcery synergy with, Lord Dracus. So I feel like that gives it a bit of value against Mystics of Duel. We'll see how this goes. Poorly, I suspect, but that's okay. Can't just play the same game every time. Wow. If you recall, last time we did draft, I built a 2-color deck and then just this happened. I mean, I'm okay with Frill Scale, but this I won't be able to cast. Yeah, I'm just gonna give me something good. I guess is what we get for our curve being what it is. Okay, well we got the Essence Scatter. I'm gonna have to burn that early just to keep alive. Need some lands, but otherwise we've got some plays. Oh yeah, get out of here. Wow. Save the Lord Dracus to mutate something at some point. Oh, we got the land. Let's offer a trade. I'm happy trading here. Alright, we'll go Ceratops. Oh, there's that Gigantha we passed. I can just Rumbling Rock Slide it. Which is, I think, what we'll do. Don't give it a chance to give me pump spells or something to protect against the damage. And then we'll attack. Alright, he's choosing not to block, so I guess he's probably got some Sultai ultimatum he wants to ramp into at the Fertilid. Okay. That's a little bit problematic because we don't have the creature to mutate onto the Dracus anymore, but it's okay. We are well ahead on the damage. We're going to play a Cloud Piercer. He may just have another piece of removal for it, in which case we're my Dracus to his 1 card. We'll see. Alright, he is no longer going for the damage. He could have gotten an attack in here, though, if he wanted. Okay, we're looking pretty good. trying to think. The way he's played looks like he wants to use this as like a death touch block or something. I'm suspicious of the way that this looks. I'll go ahead and mutate now, just in case he has removal, like something that would not let me have the Cloud Piercer after combat. Alright, I would like to return Essence Scatter, as good as Rock Slide is. I am not going to discard to draw a card. I like Mystic Subdual. Alright, and then we'll just go to the Combat Wombat. He's just thinning his deck out. Well, he's gonna have a hard time resolving enough to survive. He needs 2 creature spells. Alright, we did it. The Lord Drakus did it. See, Frenzied Raptor would have also been really good there. Big enough to punch the opponent. Fragile enough to die really quickly, but low cost, so it would have been a good body to mutate onto with Essence Scatter sort of thing. It's a weird way for that match to go, though. Our opponent didn't really play many creatures, so you'd think he would be heavy on removal. But he didn't eat through all of our creatures. Usually, our deck's pretty creature light, so usually it'll be a problem for us. Alright, I guess this is slow but fine. Like, the way his deck seemed like it was built, I would have expected that Cloud Piercer also to eat a Blood Curdle or something. And then I would have been stuck with a Frill Scare Mentor, and not really gone anywhere. Alright, let's get an island. And pass. I guess we'll anticipate on his turn. Essence Scatter would be good to pull up with Anticipate. I don't know if he's going to have anything to play on his turn 2. It didn't. I actually expected this to be an Essence Scatter. In my experience, most decks have a 2-drop. Well, if you wanted Essence Scatter, he's out of luck, because I don't have anything to scatter. Which is actually a really great position to be in when you're holding Essence Scatter. If your opponent just doesn't have any creatures, that means that your 1 Essence Scatter is going to do pretty much all the work. Alright, well, he is going to take it easy as well. I feel like this is going to be a slow game. I'm not going to reveal my Springjaw Trap. Alright, it's just going to be the blue Stare Down. I'm not going to cast a spell. Well, I'm not casting a spell. Listen, I wasn't casting a spell first. If the first spell of this whole game is a Wingfold Terran, we'll know that we have achieved comedy. Alright, well this is 1000% a counterspell. But we don't really have anything else going on, so let's run face first into it. I mean, there we go. It's fine. It just means that he's going to play his big thing now that I'm tapped out. Or he's got more counters. Alright. Listen, buddy, I've got land, so don't try any of that convolute nonsense on me. This is a dumb game. If he has a Wingfold Terran, though, that's gonna be a problem for me. Alright, well, force... I don't quite have enough to eat through another convolute, but I don't know if I want to wait for another land. Maybe I'm being impatient. If this resolves, that'll be really nice, but... Alright, should have waited for the convolute. I thought he might have a... Oh. I'm bad at counting, guys. We're just gonna get the 2-for-1, the double convolute. Nope. Is he gonna enslave it, or Mystic Subdual it? Bounce it to my hand? Or is it over? I resolved the spell and now it is game over. Yeah, this is a really defensive deck. I wonder what payoffs he has in it for getting to 7 mana. Sort of thing. Alright, well we don't have Counterspell unfortunately, but we can just start doing the punches. Let's see what happens if I try an attack. Yeah? Pyroceratops damage? Alright, let's get a Springjaw Trap out here for that counter. We did it, guys. We have a 3/4 Ceratops. Is that the line too far? Is he going to counter it or bounce something now? Alright. Do we get our damages? We did it. We did 17. It was pretty much done. It's a done deal. It's the almighty Brushwag. Okay. I don't actually care about that. In any way, shape, or form. I'm just trying to decide if I want to Fire Prophecy or Flame Spill it. But that is interesting. He can go with like a Brushwag, and then his mana is flexible for counter spells. It sounds cool in theory, but it has a big problem. You have to commit your mana during the combat step with it. This does have Trample, sweet. So I can just swing, make him use his mana, and then he won't have counterspell mana. In this case, I'm hoping he pumps, and then I can just Flame Spill in response. It'll work great. I'm not scared of you, Brushwag. He shouldn't block because he knows that if I have any instant speed spell, it's done. Like, I'll be bigger than his block. Also, I guess he sees the Springjaw Trap on the board. If he goes to activate Brushwag, then I just sack the Springjaw Trap and kill the Brushwag. I don't want to, though, because the Springjaw Trap is 3 damage to his face. Alright, he goes for the block. I've got Trample, so we're gonna see the... Okay. Alright, so question, do I want to put any of this back? Actually, I really like the whole hand, so I don't want to use the Fire Prophecy. Let me go ahead and Flame Spill, I think. Since he's tapped out. I think this is my best chance to Flame Spill to his face. He leaves Essence Scatter up, which is irrelevant to us, apparently. Alright, more Hampering Snare. No damage from our Ceratops because he was thwarted. But I've got Frostveil Ambush for big punchy damage. Gust of Winds if he plays a big creature. Alright. I don't like the life gain here. I'm trying to burn him down. This Aegis Turtle is pretty much useless for us right now. Oh, great, we can put it away with the Fire Prophecy. Big brain. Alright, he is not going to go for the block. I do want to get rid of the symbiote. I don't like him getting stuff. I should have done this before combat. I'm bad. If I lose by 1 point of damage, we'll know that I messed everything up. Fully grown. Alright, that's what I was expecting. If he does another pump, then we'll be sad. And unfortunately, I guess that means that I should have done this in the reverse order. I have made very many mistakes. Since I let the fully regrown or killed it before the fully grown resolved, my Fire Prophecy did not resolve because it didn't have a legal target, so I didn't get my card swap. However, if he doesn't have removal like Gust of Wind, which it doesn't seem like he does, it's going to be difficult for him to survive this. I've got Kill Spell, Bounce Spell, and Tap. And I've got Lethal in 2 turns. Well, he's playing Thwart the Enemy. It might take longer than that. Yeah. No reason to cast Aegis Angel. Or Aegis Turtle. I'll take an Aegis Angel. Card's good. Wilt. Alright. Well, I'm glad he didn't catch us with mana down on that Springjaw trap. Frostleaf Ambush. Alright. We're not killing him next turn. I guess we're not Gust of Winding that either, because that'll just delay the inevitable. Cloud Piercer. That's a good time to cast a Cloud Piercer. I think this is Essence Scatter still. It's fine. He has to have it. Oh, no Essence Scatter. Alright. I guess Hampering Snare is pretty good against this board. It's not going to be enough to deal with a Frostveil ambush. Which I can't cast this on his turn. It's too bad. Let's see, I need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can do both Gust of Wind and Frostveil ambush. You got it, man. You can have that 2 damage. I'm not scared to know 2 points of damage. Archipelagor here would have been pretty unfortunate. That would have been a good play. I think he would have lost still, but that would be pretty exciting. Yeah, I would have just bounced the Archipelagor and swung with whichever one got to untap. Yeah, wouldn't work. Alright. We're down to 19. Should we concede? I feel like it's over. Alright, all the mana. Let's go. So whatever he has to survive is instant speed. If it's a flash creature, that's a word. Alright, you got it. We've been thwarted. Yet again. That's fine. We have an Aegis Turtle to defend us. That Frostlynx is getting 0 damage in. I mean, besides the 2 it already did. Are we just going to be thwarted to death for the rest of this game? It's just going to be 6 turns of thwart the enemy. That seems like a really bad game plan, unless he has a great flyer right now. I guess if you have like a 3/3 in the air, an Avian Oddity, you can't thwart every turn. And you'd be spending a card for 0 effect. Yeah, I don't see it. Thwart is not going to be a game strategy that wins for him right now. Alright, so he does have the flyer. I think I'm just going to Rumbling Rock Slide that. He still has the thwart mana, so I fully expect it to be thwarting. Unless he doesn't attack. If he doesn't attack here, then I assume that he has blocker strategy going on, in which case I can just... Oh. Alright, he loses. Cool. He gets to draw a card, get a land, seems sweet. Good game, man. Take an Aegis Turtle. Alright. We did it. These have been very weird games so far. I'll take the wins, but I don't feel like it's representative of a standard draft game. Look at that, we've got so many colors of mana in our hand. This could be cool if they don't have removal. I've never seen that happen, but could be cool. Needs trample. We're playing Lutri. That deck is known for not having removal. Oh, there's a larger, I guess. That could be nice. I don't really have any... Yeah, getting the heightened reflexes back is not great. Cycle a Sandworm. Cycling is a good idea for a Lutri deck, since you have to have a bunch of different cards with different names in your deck. You want to play cycles to reliably get your better cards. It costs a little bit of time, but your quality of deck improves. Alright, our Finder is not able to successfully block the Raptor, so we do not need to play Heightened Reflexes this turn. Gets himself his red, which is a scary color. Well, let's see, maybe he's gonna Heightened Reflexes. Yes, is it Heightened Reflexes? It is not, it's the chump block. Alright, I'm happy getting a chump block there. Farfinders can frequently mutate into very dangerous things, so just getting rid of the card for losing 4 points of damage, I'm fine with that. We're in danger space now, though, because he can just kill both of our guys with Fire Prophecy. I should have considered that before playing the delicious Ceratops. Did not, though, so... I mean, this seems okay. He can play the Lutri. I hesitate to see what this is going to be. If we're lucky, it's Fire Prophecy. Divine Arrow. I'm gonna copy it with Lutri. Gonna? Yep. Alright, I need to see what he is copying, or who he's targeting. Is he doubling up on the Ceratops? No, he's going to split it. He's going to be a greedy person. Alright, so let us... Fire Prophecy Heightened Reflexes, I'm thinking? And I want to put away this Skybonder, I think. Oh, cool. I will take that Spring Jaw Trap. That means I don't need the heightened reflexes. Sweet. Well, I'm happy to get that Luigi out of the way early. We were able to navigate that without too much peril. And now hopefully the rest of his deck is a bunch of suboptimal cards. Doesn't seem likely. In draft you usually can get quite a few good cards of different names, so... Rumbling Rock Slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we gonna do it? Alright, so my plan is Adaptive Shimmer on his turn, and then Lord Dracus onto the Adaptive Shimmer to get back Fire Prophecy? Question mark? I don't know. Fire Prophecy is good, Heightened Reflex is also pretty scary. But I guess if he's got blockers, I should get back the Fire... If I can kill something with the Fire Prophecy, then that's what's happening. He needs to kill this Ceratops this turn, though. And hopefully we've eaten through his removal. Just kidding. I think that's okay. We got the Shimmer. Alright, so what's going to get us the most damage? I got 5 here. If I go Heightened Reflex, I can get 6. 9. It's not quite lethal. I think I just want to take the Fire Prophecy, though. I think that's going to serve us best. Alright. So we've got a lot of great options. Although, not if he has another piece of removal for the Lord Dracus. I was not counting on that. Alright, nothing for the Lord Dracus. This works, right? We did it. Good plays. Sweet. I'm glad that worked. Drop his power down below 4 so the Blade Banish doesn't get him. Oh, look at all those packs. Alright, so we're 3-0. 3 is usually the benchmark I want to get to for these, so I'm happy with how the deck's turned out so far. Yeah, this looks fine to me. I'm gonna save the Anticipate for after the Ceratops, I think. I'm gonna cycle this Ambush though, unless... Yeah. Not just because it's the Glimmer Bell, but I feel like I need some other cards right now. Yeah, I like that Fire Prophecy. I don't trust this Thieving Otter one bit. Yeah, that seems okay. I don't have any great answers right now, so we'll get rid of the Otter just to be safe. I don't want him getting a bunch of card advantage, and then we can plop down these guys. Alright, so we've got a pretty big flying nuisance. However, double Ceratops is pretty scary. Also pretty killable, so unfortunately we're behind. If he has a removal spell, he can just keep beating in for 3 in the air, and I'll just fall behind. I want my Fire Prophecy back. Lord Rackets, anyone? No. Okay. So he's got Death Touch. I can play Anticipate. That won't really get me anywhere, though. Frill Scare... So I could Anticipate for a land and then play Frill Scare Mentor. and not find a land and then be really sad. But I think that's my best tempo option here. Lands. Seems bad. I think this one's gotten away from us here. Just have Blood Curdle. I don't know what it'll take. My hand's full of stuff. I'm glad I didn't take that Flame Spill, though. Flame Spill is a good option for this. He's basically out of cards now. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of creatures if I can deal with that Great Horn. But the Flame Spill's on the bottom of my deck, so... I don't think I actually have a way to deal with it. I have to race him, which is going to be very, very hard. I think he takes the Mentor here. Yeah. The reason I say that is because that... Oh. Okay, darn it. Yeah, okay. The Mentor gives me a good avenue of attack. Mystics of Duel. That's great, actually. It's not great enough, though, I don't think. Huh. If I had more mana, it would be great. So maybe I just play... Not the Ceratops. Oh, maybe the Ceratops. That would stop his Fertilid from attacking, lets me get in for 4. He gets Cheville damage in, but that's okay, I think. Oh, if he has Thwart the Enemy, then we're toast. Which is fine, I'll just concede if he does. Alright, he did him. So I got some damage in. He's gonna get 4 points of damage in, I guess. Just throws down a Greater Sandworm. It'd be amazing. Yeah, that's fine. The Cheville damage comes in. Alright, so I'd love a land right now, but regardless, Mystics of Duel is the play next turn. Alright. So we got Frenzied Raptor. This is good. I can Mystics of Duel his Great Horn, so it's not really doing damage, and then Ceratops to trade with Cheville. Actually, the Raptor can trade with Cheville instead. A double block. I don't know. Kind of fine either way. So he goes to chump block, and I trample over, so that's cool. Good plays. I think Frenzied Raptor is definitely the block for Cheville. He doesn't go for it, so... We're just going to pump both our Ceratops. Oh, he was just flying. That's awesome. Let's see if he has... Nope. We just get to eat it. Got that out of the way. That's a big Titan off Rex. But it's cool, I think. So we can put that back in his hands. and swing, not quite for lethal, but lethal enough. Yeah, he has to block there. I put him down to 3. Because of trample. I lose that, but 2 lethal guys, he needs to be able to cast Titan off and another creature, and I don't think that's possible. Good game. That was close. Ooh. Closer than I would have liked. Oh, maybe he has a creature, it's possible. I forgot cycling's a thing. What? Are you joking? Well, I guess we didn't do it. 4, 7... Alright, we'll just concede. That's incredibly lucky. He had exactly the mana. He drew exactly the card that would put him back in. Alright, that's fine. That's exciting. Another good reason, though, why not to say good game if you're not about to concede. Man. Oh well. This seems okay. It's very slow, but I got the Aegis Turtle. Yeah. Watch your entire early game plans unravel in the face of a big turtle. Rushback can't go over turtle. No attacks. Alright, well I guess I'm not cycling this Smasher because he's pretty much my only good plan right now. I'm tempted to play the Cloud Piercer as mutate onto the turtle, but I feel like if he's playing Brushwag, he's gonna have a lot of creatures, is generally how that goes. And I'd rather have a wide board, I think. But mutating will let me toss this mountain back to get another card. Which is not a great strategy since I need 6 to play Sanctuary Smasher, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna mutate. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. I needed that island. Now let's see if I die. Take 5. Brushwag can get in for 4, but it costs them all as mana just to keep up, so I have the tempo advantage for the moment. If this is a working Deadeye at 4 mana, though, it's just gonna... This is gonna cost me all that tempo again. Might be a good opportunity to cycle Sanctuary Smasher, though. I would cycle Sanctuary Smasher to kill a working Deadeye. Put first strike on the Cloud Piercer. Seems like a good play to me. Is he going on the Brushwag aggro? If he doesn't attack and leaves all his mana up, I guess I just swing and plan on Sanctuary Smasher cycling. He might waste his 4 mana pumping Brushwag and dying. I'm much less happy trading the cycling on this to the Brushwag. But I think that's what's gotta happen if I want to keep attacking here. Alright. We'll let him block, and then cycle. Alright, so now he basically needs hard removal for this Cloud Piercer, because it's pretty big. Unfortunately, he is in the colors to make that happen, so It's not great. Blood Curdle. Boneyard Worker. It's a good card. Worker's pretty scary. Lets him get Brushwag back a lot. I don't know. Oh, that's really good. I guess we're gonna get rid of the Lurker. I'm pretty happy getting rid of that. The Lurker is a scary card. I'm trying to decide what to do with this Terran. I want the evasion because he seems to have creatures on the ground too, but I also he gets his best cards back. All right, seems good. Let's see what he puts in his discard pile. Auspicious Starix. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, maybe he'll mutate onto the... Oh, that's gonna be good. So he plays that for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't mutate. He plays this for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he can't mutate. So we are safe to give this flying. I think. Oh, oops. I was like, did I tap my mana wrong? So ideally he plays the Starix here. And then I wait for him to mutate onto the Starix and give it Mystic Subdual. He will put his creature onto the Starix for no value and get no permanence and no card back from his discard pile. It's gotta be a permanent card anyways, so it would be a Brushwag. I'm happy getting rid of a Brushwag. Alright, he goes for the Starix. That is why I went for the flying. Alright, let's do the Boneyard Worker mutate. We get nothing. He's still got 3 mana. He could have he's got a hand of stuff, but no infinite value going on. And he can't afford to attack without playing another creature because I can swing back. So until he shows an answer to the Terran, we're in a winning position. And as soon as he kills the Terran, I'm over. Here is pretty good. Raking Claws. I'm gonna keep this mountain in case I find a Lord Dracus, and I'll mutate on the Cloudpiercer, discard the mountain, get back rumbling. So he has to have an answer to the Terran this turn, or else I can Raking Claws for lethal. Another Mythos of Brokos. Alright. So that'll give us a pretty clear indication of what he's doing. If he plays anything, he won't have instant speed kill for the Terran. Unless he's playing Plummet. If he plays Plummet, I'm gonna get wrecked. So that's fun. We'll find out if he's the type of guy to put Plummet in his draft deck. I guess for captures here. Alright. That's bad for us. So he can just tap down the Terran. Alright. Well, I guess we're cycling Raking Claws. Or are we? I don't have Trample. Yeah, let's just cycle. Let's look for something cooler. I could have won. Oh, Springtrap Trap. Cool. Alright, so... don't know if he has counter spells. It's pretty much the only thing that'll save him at this point. Not even a Titanoth Rex with lifelink would do it for him. Oh, that's a good brushwag though. He plays out a bunch of creatures so he can block the Cloud Piercers. Smart. Alright, he's tapped out. Hello. Boop. Good game. Double Mythos of Brokos. Slow, but interesting. I think in retrospect, mutating the Cloud Piercer for the attack was definitely the right play. I think I'll play this game and wrap up. We've gone pretty long already, so we'll finish out one more game and then wrap up the video regardless of the win-loss record. This turned out a lot better than I expected. Turns out having, you know, removal and like essence scatters, counter spells, and stuff that interacts with your opponent is a good strategy. This has been a fun tempo version, though. You play out some powerful creatures and just punch them while you deal with their stuff. This is very low on land. I'll keep it. I could see this going well, though. Put out the Frill Scare Mentor and then cycle the Smasher onto it. Okay, well, he's gone for a Garrison Cat, which I've said in the past I don't really like in Limited. I have to assume this is a humans. Yes, okay, this is a humans deck that just wants a bunch of creatures. So I'll do this and anticipate on his turn. The key will be killing his payoff creatures like the Perimeter Squad and General Kudrow, that sort of thing. Nice Block Commando, yeah. In retrospect, I could have killed the Garrison Cat with the Fire Prophecy. I don't think that's great, though. I do not. Alright, so Essence Scatter puts us behind in terms of tempo. But it's a good turn 4 with Fire Prophecy. So I am going to go for that. I'll play the Mentor just to prevent his cat and human from attacking. I don't know if it'll work, but it might draw any combat tricks he's playing if he is. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to kill a token and take a bit of damage. We've got the Swiftwater Cliffs to recover that HP. It's fine. Oh, working Deadeye. That's unfortunate. Okay, so the Pyroceratops is really, really good if I can play him before I go for the Essence Scatter. That's being pretty greedy. Like, real greedy. Like, super greedy. So the problem is it probably just eats his Dire Threat or Dire Tactics if I do that. So I'm going to play it safe and just Fire Prophecy this turn. In fact, I'm going to do it right now before he untaps and can play like Fight as 1. That'd be pretty sweet, Fight as 1, right? The question is, what do I get rid of? Sanctuary Smasher is very, very bulky, but he's a couple land away, which I have now, but whatever. Not another Night. Well, I guess it doesn't matter what he plays. Yes, that's what I wanted to counter. Get rid of that Day Squad. Okay, so now we can play the Cloud Piercer. This probably just eats its Dire Tactics, which is unfortunate. Yeah, okay. Only take 2. Oh, that Sabertooth's gross. I don't like that. Frostveil Ambush could be nice. So I'm gonna hope that this survives, right? If he kills this, then I don't think I have any recourse, and I'll have to cycle to Ambush just to find another creature. Block here, I think. If he has... That's only one point... No. I'm gonna block here. If he has Unlikely Aid, I think I lose. If he has Unlikely Aid, though, and I don't block, then I take 3, 5, 4, 6... another word. Seriously? Alright, well... I don't think we can survive this. Well, if he has literally nothing left, then yes. He has to have nothing. If he has a Mutual Destruction, it's over. Okay. Sergeant. Alright, he had something, so... I think we lose. I can get back... I can't... Oh, I can cast the Frostveil Ambush. Doesn't really get me far enough. I'm just gonna lose the turn after, I'm pretty sure. So mutate Frostveil. And then I can't play multiple creatures the turn after, right? So... I mean, I guess we'll see. It's really unfortunate I can't even swing here, because Frostveil is not enough. Alright, we'll get rid of these two, so if he wants to attack, it'd be the Perimeter Sergeant. Sure, it's fine. Yeah, it lands. Alright, we did it. Alright. Well, I tried. There probably would have been better lines of play that would have gotten me a little further. But I was right. He was ready to eat my blockers with removal, so it was definitely right to kill his Night Squad Commando. It just wasn't right to block, because I wasn't ready. Had I waited, I think I could have avoided the damage from this. I don't think I would have. He would have just played the commando. I would have kept my creature, I think. So yeah, well, turns out when you have like 3 Deadeye workers, it's pretty good. So that's the draft. I'll finish it up later. I like this deck. It worked pretty well. I think it would have been a little better if I had some aggressive flyers, but I'm not sure they're really good, cheap 3-power flyers. So... yeah, it turned out alright. I will be back on Friday with a deck that plays Snapdax. We'll see how quickly we can burn our opponent's face down. Should be a lot of fun, so we'll be back on Friday. See you then.